Hey guys, it's Kelly. I am back with a process video for Cocoa Daisy. I am using their April kit Real Life, and this is the first layout that I am making with the kit. So my first couple layouts whenever I get a new kit are always a little bit more of, not necessarily a struggle, but just I have to shop the kit quite a bit and figure out what I've got in the kit, what I want to use, what's going to work together. And when I looked through the cut apart sheets, this one stuck out in particular with the word home. Now, the Simple Stories line is a domestic line, but I like to use things not only in the way that they're intended, but I like to show things can be used multiple ways. So I pulled out this picture of my daughter. She is a softball player and she is playing on her school team as well as travel team. And for school, she is actually catching or actually catching quite a lot. And she has not been behind the plate in about 4 years, maybe a little bit longer. So my title for this is going to ultimately be Back Home, and I'm going to have my journaling tie into the fact that, you know, she hasn't caught in a while and now she is back behind the plate. So I am going to pull out some of the home pieces. I'm going to pull out a home die cut as well. Again, any way that you can use your product, and for me, I like to use it in ways that aren't necessarily the standard way. So I am just trying to figure out how I want my layers. I am going to ultimately mat the photo with a more of a mustard yellow cardstock, and I chose that because I felt like this pink was too close to the pink arrow card, and I really wanted to use that arrow card. So this yellow piece of pattern paper right here just works well. Works well with the colors in the photo, plus it also is going to help pull out the yellow in the title, and I am going to pull out a die cut that has that yellow in it as well. So this kit is really fun. If you haven't seen it yet, there's a mix of Simple Stories, Pink Fresh Studio, and Pretty Little Studio. And it's just, I have enjoyed working with this kit, so I can't wait to show you some of the other layouts. So here's where I thought at first that I would use the blue house, but I felt like the blue house was really dark with the heart paper, and I really wanted to use that heart paper. So in a little while you will see me switch out the houses for the yellow one. So since this is my first layout with the kit, I do, I don't say struggle, but it takes me a little bit longer figuring out which pieces of paper that I want to use. Number one, I like them all, but it's trying to figure out, I like things to make sense on my page and I like things to work well, and trying to figure out what I wanted to use and where I wanted to use it. So I'm still not sure where I'm going to put my title, how I'm going to incorporate my journaling, and I just really found that I liked the home part underneath the photo and on the white. I thought that it popped more and it just had more of a whimsical feel, and I liked that feel because I felt like the die cut of the house is a little bit more whimsical as well. So I'm going to keep the title down below. It's just me now trying to shop through the die cuts since I have all of the die cuts available to figure out exactly which ones that I want to put where. So these are also Pretty Little Studio labels that came with the kit, and these green alphas are also from Pretty Little Studio, and that is what I will use to form the back. I think I put Back at Home originally, but I liked Back Home better. So I'm trying to be very good and clean up as I go. You guys, my area right now is a mess, and it has been with me trying to get projects done. I have got to do a better job cleaning up as I go, because otherwise it just quickly becomes a nightmare. Fortunately, it's in a part of the house that's hidden, so it's really only me that sees it. But sometimes it's just, I don't even want to go up there because I know how messy it is. I know that I can't be the only one that is like that. So I'm really trying to be better about cleaning up as I go. What I really need is I need somebody to help me organize. I am not the best organizers. Once my space is organized, I'm good at keeping it organized. I just don't have that mental block, or that creative part on organization. I'm lacking that. So for this background, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted not just to have the white cardstock. And as I was looking at the colors, I thought it would be really cool, and also another play on softball, if I just did a wash of color on the cardstock. And so I will tell you this, I need to get more heavy body white acrylic paint. I had to use just regular white acrylic paint, so my page did buckle a little bit more, but my goal of it was to have it look like a softball field, not in the shape, just the color. That clay has that specific color, and I wanted it to be, like I said, to be a great sports page, but not your typical sports page. So I did take this Shimmers spray mist and sprinkle some. I cannot remember the name of it. It has a gold sheen to it though, and if I can remember, I will link it in the detail section below, or if you really want to know, leave me a comment and I will definitely look it up for you. So at this point, I'm pleased with the way that the page is starting to come together, and I want to go ahead and get things stuck down, and I am going to do that. That yellow ribbon was included in the kit, and it's a really neat ribbon. You cannot appreciate the texture just by looking at it, but it is sheer, and it's also got some texture in it as well. It is just gorgeous. And to fasten that to the tag, I decided to do something different, and I just stapled it a couple of times. I just like different textures on my page, and the staples just, sometimes you don't always expect them, and I like the way that they look. So to add the whimsical feel to this layout, I am going to bounce my letters up and down. It will also help me when I am positioning these alphas, the block alphas. Sometimes it is difficult to keep those in a straight line, and I just thought, as opposed to trying to really struggle with keeping them exactly straight, it's just easier for me to bounce them up and down, and I just thought that it worked well with this particular page. So I am going to put a Pop-Tot behind this blue heart and put it in the O. I like that little bit of dark color that is added with the, the navy and the heart, and I'd like to fill that center. So I am putting some craft foam underneath the house, and I like the way that it just, nestles over the photo and the layers behind. Now this, I will say, I'm not sure how I end up ultimately getting this to stick down, but I don't actually stick it down on this page. I even come back with it with red tape, and it does not stay. So I know that I get it to stick down, I just can't remember how. So I am pulling these Pink Fresh Studio puffy stickers, and there are also some Fray stickers that come with the Day in the Life kit, and I'm putting those around the page. The puffy triangles I'm using as an arrow to point to back, and I just like how it repeats the same colors that are in the Simple Stories letters and the die cuts. So the phrases that I'm going to be using are "Let's have some fun," which of course you know, for her in softball, it's a definite. And I put love where you are. And there's another yes, this. And this one is awesome. I don't know what they had this in mind for, but I end up taking the gray metal piece off. It says, hustle and heart will set you apart. And I pull out this Remember Pretty Little Studio arrow sticker, and I pop that up on some craft foam as well. So these stickers from Pink Fresh Studio, the phrases are incredible. They are not just real life phrases, but things that just apply, and they're not hello or the best day ever. So I just really found that those were probably my ultimate favorite things in this kit because I just loved the phrases that they used. So the final thing that I do on camera is I just punch out a few more hearts to sprinkle around the page just to complete that theme, you know, make a visual triangle with the heart that's in the home title. And off camera, I do some stitching through home, and then I stitch down the word phrases. So be sure to take a peek at the close-ups and you can see those little bits of detail. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.